Banner Joseph 87.
So what is up, everybody? This is Banner Joseph 87, and today we are in the Akatsuki, which happens to be one of my favorite destroyers. Usually running this ship about 9 times out of 10.
Support that target.
It's usually one of my favorite ships to run. The torpedoes are amazing. Torpedo range is outrageous. As soon as I can get my commander up even further, which we all know takes a while, then my range could be even better, because I've heard some people getting that range up to, I do believe, 11.2, which my range is 10.8, I do believe. But anyways, back to the game here. We noticed this guy is starting to sail across the map here behind this island, and I always found it best to definitely catch the enemy off guard. So I launched these torps hoping that we're going to get some type of connection here, but let's wait and see, because I definitely think these torps are looking pretty good, and that target's looking even juicier. We do get rammed by our teammate here, but it is what it is. Sometimes it happens. Oh wow, that is a nasty hit. That guy is cussing up a storm. I know, because if I was him, I would. That sucks. I've ran into those so many times. But anyways, unfortunately, it is a thing. It is something that does happen to you. So we start to turn around here. We want to start making our way back over to the other side of the map here, because I start to notice that a lot of our teammates are going to one side of the map, which happens a lot. But it is what it is, online gaming. So we start sailing this way over here because we want to try to help support this side of the map, and that there is a really good looking battleship over here that is just begging for my torps. So let's not disappoint him here. So as I start to roll over here, I do notice that he is doing what most battleships at this tier wouldn't do, but unfortunately, I guess he must be napping over there behind the wheel. So I start launching torps pretty close to where it says he's going to be. Unfortunately, my ship starts to turn on me as I'm trying to shoot my torps off. But we still end up getting all 3 salvos off. Try to turn here to where I can get back into intercepting the rest of the enemy that is sailing in the same direction we are sailing right now. So I do turn back here because I want to see about how these torps are looking, and oh my god, that New Mexico is definitely going to the bottom of the ocean. There is nothing he can do about it. So let that be a lesson to any and every battleship commander out there, that if you are going to sail in a straight line, then definitely be expecting torps to be coming at you, because I see a battleship who is going to be sailing in a straight line. I'm going to take full advantage of that. And so as you can see here, we are having ourselves one whale of a game. We have caused so far 4 flooding, 1 incapacitation, 7 torpedo hits, 2 destroys, and 1 base capture. And currently sitting at 72,000 damage, which so far in this game is actually pretty good. And I have a feeling we are not done, because there is now a King George, which we are laying our sights down on right now. I was want to swing around here and try to lay torps down, but then I noticed the destroyer in front of me had also already laid torps, and also the cruiser to the right of me also laid torps down. So definitely did not want to waste my salvo of torps on a battleship that could possibly go into the bottom of the ocean before my torps even got halfway there. So as I start to look over here, I do notice that he is changing directions. So then I start to realize that those torps are more than likely going to miss. So I start to try to line up my shot here, which he seems to be not wanting to pick a direction, which makes it even harder for me to try to line up a shot. So I'm just going to lay him down and just see what happens. He also tries to get some shots on me, but unfortunately for him, I was already getting behind that island before he even got his shots off. So, in your face, King George. So I start to turn around here, and start looking at this Pensacola, and then I notice another Pensacola also pops up. So I'm definitely going to be keeping my distance here because I definitely do not want them within my detectability range, because they start detecting me, it's going to be a bad day for me. So I do notice I'm about to start sailing behind this island, so I'm going to go ahead and start seeing if I can start some fires here, start burning these down a little bit. Unfortunately, I also end up running into another teammate who happens to just push me out of the way like, you know, I'm nothing. So appreciate that one, buddy. So we start sailing around here, starting to see who all's left, who all is where, and definitely do not know what I was attempting to do here, because for some reason I start sailing around this side. I guess I was thinking maybe I can get some torps in on these guys or what, I don't know. I'm being a dingus, so we're just gonna let me do what I do best, and we're just gonna do some circles. We're gonna do some donuts in the water. We're gonna let that happen right now. But we do start getting ourselves back on track here. We start noticing that all these cruisers are starting to sail in a line over towards the side of the map, so we're going to make our way over here and see what kind of damage we can cause. And I would also like to throw out the fact that I think I'm not doing too bad, considering I am at 87,000 damage, a ton of ribbons, and have not taken a single damage. But unfortunately that is going to be short-lived, because here in a second I am going to get myself into some trouble, and it's going to get interesting. So I start sailing over. I notice we have an Aoba, and I do believe there are 2 Pensacola's over here, and as well as a DD. I do not remember off the top of my head what DD it is, but I do believe here soon we are going to find out. As of right here, we are trying to establish what cruisers are doing what, which way this Aoba is going, this Pensacola. Start trying to just size up which way he's going to go. It does make it a bit difficult for me to try to definitely get a good sight on him on torps, but unfortunately here in a second you'll see why I don't end up launching torps, because I do get detected, and I do notice a Fubuki. That first salvo there was definitely a panic shot, because I was not expecting him to pop up. So I start trying to line up some torps in the direction he could be going to hopefully get a lucky shot on him. So we start firing our main guns here just to try to definitely drill away at his health. Hopefully getting some help by our teammates here. He does end up knocking our engines out, but not too worried about it, because I do end up popping smoke and trying to find my cover here to definitely ruin his line of sight of me. But unfortunately, since I was not paying attention, I did not realize that the Aoba still had sight of me. That's okay though, because we do end up slamming on the brakes because our engines are knocked out. Go ahead and stopping our smoke here, even though we are kind of coasting a little bit, and just trying to knock out this Fubuki, because he is a potential threat at the moment. But we do end up getting him knocked out, but unfortunately don't get the kill for him. So once I was done with that, noticed I did get my repair back, went ahead and fixed my engines, and then noticed the Aoba was definitely way too close for comfort. But the good thing is though, is that he definitely does not start shooting at me, so that is a good thing. So I go ahead and start lining up a salvo shot here on him. I just launched one, because I know with him being this close, even with being a cruiser, it's not going to be very easy trying to dodge those torps. And hopefully getting a connection here, which good thing is I ended up getting him at least with one, since he was so low health, knocked him out pretty fast. And I turned my attention over to this Pensacola, who also is a very big threat to me. So switched over to armor piercing, as you noticed, and launched some salvo torps over in front of him, and then just started going to town. Definitely getting some really good hits on him, as you can see, hit to the Citadel, and just trying to finish him off here. But unfortunately, since we don't have the best reload, and at about 9 seconds our teammates end up finishing him off here. Goes to show that even with a really good team doing what they're supposed to be doing, you can still have yourselves a really good game. As you can see coming up here, we end up ending the game with 112,000 damage, over 8,000 XP. And I hope you all enjoyed the video. See you later.